Real Writers, it's Chris here for bringing you your November Tarot for Writers reading. And I decided, since I didn't do very much for October, I just posted a little video of a Wheel of Fortune with a Halloween theme really quickly so you could have something. I just couldn't get to the readings in October, sorry. Life has settled down, and so I thought I would take it outside this time, sort of make up for not doing something in October. I am in a big park near my house, and there's nobody here. It's closing in an hour, and I think everybody came early. So I thought I would use the tools available to me and ask you to pick cards 1, 2, or 3 based on the green leaf, the orange leaf, or the red leaf. And I'm doing this by hand. I don't have a tripod with me, so I apologize for the moving around. But we'll start with the green leaf. And the green leaf is the Acrobat, or the Page of Stones. This is the Chrysalis Tarot, by the way, and they pull out the court cards and call them the troupe. So this is a member of the troupe, the Acrobat. And the Acrobat is about transition and perspective. The Acrobat is a messenger. It's supposed to inspire you to rise above your troubles and vault into a fresh reality. There's more than one way to see things, and that can be through learning, taking risks, but this card also heralds good news and unexpected developments. So in terms of writing, I would say this card is telling you to get a fresh perspective on your work or your practice. You know, if something's not working for you, you don't have to stick with it, whether it's in the book or your practice or even your writing form. Hold on. I was interrupted by another hiker. So anyway, back to what I was saying, no one's going to hold you to your art form. So if you are a poet and it's not working for you and you're getting really frustrated, try a different form. Write in fiction, write in nonfiction, write an essay, write some flash fiction. Life is crazy and chaotic, and if you can't get into writing something long term or can't get into your project, try writing flash fiction or a poem if you write longer things, because you can break some rules there. There's fragmentation, and leaps of imagination are welcome in both of those forms, in any form, but really it's a small container in flash fiction and poetry, you know, even haiku or triolet or something, or tanka. Try these little forms. There's much less pressure, and if it's not the form that you are working in normally, you might feel that there is less pressure and you can play and have some fun. So that's one thing. To me, this is also saying liberate your character. If you're a fiction writer or you're writing nonfiction, this could be your narrator. This could be you if you're writing memoir. Let your character fly a bit. You know, let them go. Don't pin them down to what you think they should be. I'm seeing the monkey as something unexpected that you're not seeing, a surprise that you're not letting happen. So if you do this, you will allow a surprise, something unexpected to come out of your work. And you should let that happen because, you know, Robert Frost, and I'm going to paraphrase here, no surprise for the writer, no surprise for the reader, right? So that's what I'm getting from card number 1. Okay, card number 2, the 6 of Scrolls. This is a lovely card. It's very purple, which is my favorite color, so I hope you can see that. So this is about, the book says this is consolation, which doesn't sound very positive, but it's about removing obstacles to higher learning, the card says. This is the Hindu deity Ganesha, the elephant-headed Hindu deity, or deity, depending on how you like to say it. But it says further that the consolation is about peace and harmony, so that's better. This card means that there's only a little bit of work left in what you're doing, so that's good news, isn't it? You must be nearing the end of a project, or if you're worried that you don't know the end yet, it will come to you soon because you're closer than you think. You may actually be at the end of the work already. So if you are thinking that your book goes on and on and on, consider that where you are might be the end. Consider that. This can also mean to me that the ending could be the beginning if you're a poet. Sometimes we write poems and then we get to the end of the poem and we say what we really should have said at the beginning, and that's where the poem should start. That could be the case in a chapter or an essay as well, or even a song. So consider that the ending may also not be an ending. It might be a beginning. Or maybe you're writing a short story, and in those terms, you could really write a novel about this story instead of a short story, or you could write a collection of short stories linked together based on the one you're working on. But this card means to be open and adaptable, and so I'm seeing that in terms of the ending of whatever you're working on. This could mean any of the things I mentioned, but I'm just going to leave it at reconsider that you might be at your ending already. You might just need a little bit more work to get there, or the ending might really be the beginning of a larger project. So that's card number 2. 3 is the Pilgrim. The Pilgrim card is also a messenger. This is a card about endurance and perseverance. Yes, that is a llama. And there are some unusual symbols in these cards, which is why I'm looking it up in the book for a second. The Pilgrim's llama symbolizes inner peace that comes from waving goodbye to creature comforts and the security of home, at least for a while. The distance the pilgrim travels is not important. It's the essence of the true journey, and that the essence of the true journey is interior self-discovery. So this card to me means maybe whatever plan you have for your project might not be what you think it is. Don't plan yourself into a corner. Leave some room for self-discovery, because in your self-discovery will be found the character's self-discovery. The more openness and room you leave, the more openness and room you'll create in your characters and in your story. Don't hold these things too tightly. Take some risks. Don't play it safe. Let me see, I'm trying to see this through the camera. Oh, there's a butterfly up there, so it looks like she's following the butterfly, and there's a castle up there too. So she's leaving behind the castle and heading off with the butterfly. So the castle is grounded and known and certain and safe. The butterfly is not. There's no way of knowing where that butterfly is going to go. But look, she's ready. She's got everything she needs. She's ready. She's grounded in the terms of all her supplies. She's got a companion. She's got a walking stick. It's going to be okay. You can let go of whatever you're holding on to so tightly in your work, or maybe it's time to let go of a project. Either it's not the right time for the project, or it's time to start sending it out. You've been holding on to it for too long, and the more you hold on to something, of course it's playing it safe. Nothing good can happen if you're holding on to it. Let it go and put it out into the world. Let it be critiqued if that's needed. Send it out to agents. Send it to competitions. Good things can only happen in your head, not in reality, if you hold too tight. And you don't know what can happen. It can be something amazing and wonderful. This is a card of positive changes. So whatever happens, it will be positive. So take the chance. And that's card number 3. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll leave you with a little bit of the woods here. This is a little memorial garden that I'm sitting in. It's really lovely. That's a deer exclusion fence back there. I was hoping there would be a visitor, but no deer visitors, alas. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful holiday. I'm very grateful that you watch. And please share any comments or questions or ideas for readings, and I'll give them a go. Happy writing!